H2O Glow dates have been announced for Typhoon Lagoon, which will be May 23rd through September 13th. This one,
Yeah,
it says that,
another thing I just can't see myself doing.
I know. It's got to be popular, though. There's so many. I mean, like,
I mean, well, I don't know. Keep keep talking about it, and
okay,
I'll
so
yeah.
now I used to love water parks. When I was younger, I love going on. I still do. I like water slides. I really do. I'm just a germaphobe, I think. I know they're very clean. It's just, and plus though, if we're going there, I don't want to go to a water park. I
Yeah.
want to go to the parks.
Yeah.
But again, my kids aren't fans. So, but this one, it turns Typhoon Lagoon into a dance party. So, and then you get free snacks with your ticket. The
Like
kids,
that's the thing. Like I could see it being worth it.
yeah, it's not super expensive. It's $42.50 for kids, and I mean $85
I'm
for
not paying
adults.
$85 to get
Yeah,
nighttime in a water park. Sorry.
you don't want to go and have a party with Party Saurus Rex
No, because what would happen is I would just spend $85 on unlimited Mickey bars and soda, and then I would go
and
into
get
a
sick.
diabetic coma like I did at the Christmas party.
Christmas party.
What is up, and welcome back to episode 26, Going Beyond the Castle. Super excited to be back this week, as always. I am your host, Fred Briley, and with me, as always, is my fabulous co-host, the podcast princess, Marie Calamo.
That is me.
All right, so this is going to be a fun episode. We're super excited to dive into this episode as we talk, a lot of updates coming to the parks. A lot of these we've hit previously, but there's just, it seems like every week we just have more stuff coming out, especially with everything that's been going down at Epic Universe and the release of photos and videos out there. As Disneyland prepares to enter the seventh year, as Disney World prepares to ramp up for the summer, there's just, new updates coming every week. So we're excited to dive into those this week and talk about those. Before we dive in, as always, I will give a shout out to those that are joining us as we go beyond the castle each and every week. We are super thankful for you guys. I say it every week, but you guys are truly what keep me going, and I'm sure Lori would say the same. We do this podcast for fun. One, because we love getting to talk Disney, and two, we just love doing this podcast with you guys. So definitely shout out to you guys for joining us each and every week. We are super excited to do this with you guys.
For sure.
With that being said, this whole episode is pretty much announcements. So we don't really have any specific announcements to start with, but I'm going to say we have one big announcement that I am super excited to talk about. For those that have been following us for a while, we seem to come up with new stuff every once in a while. And I am super excited to say that we have a new website. So we now have a new website. It's the same exact website as before, www.goingbeyondthecastle.com. But it is new and improved. So we have all sorts of new fun stuff on here. The old one kind of pulled in, bits and pieces from all sorts of different sources. This one really has it all right there. So, whether you're learn more about Lori and I, there's an About Us section where we can kind of dive in, talk a little bit about us. If you're looking to find out what's coming up on the schedule, you can see when we're going live each week, as well as what we're going to be talking about. If you're looking to find the most recent podcast, you can do so here. All of the podcasts are linked, so you can listen to it right on our website without having to go to a different source. Our blog that we recently started, it's here. So each week we'll post our blog here. YouTube videos, if you're more of a YouTube video type person, we post our YouTube videos here. And one of my favorite things that I'm super excited about now is merch. So we do have some Going Beyond the Castle or Beyond the Castle podcast merch. So if you are interested in purchasing some merch, we do have it there. As we come up with crazy ideas, I've already got a couple ideas and designs that I'm doing that I plan to drop this week. We'll launch some Disney and Universal and cruise line related shirts, and things like that that'll pertain to the podcast. And we are going to be donating a portion of, the merch that we get to benefits. Like right now, Give Kids the World is one that we're going to focus on. And there's a couple other, charities out there that, really get to help people who don't necessarily get to experience it all the time, get to experience Disney and Universal and things like that. So we're going to be focusing on that. We have current promotions. So if you're curious what the current promotions are at Disney World, Universal, things like that. We will be posting some current promotions on there. And then, of course, ways that you can get a hold of us. That picture right there is the creepiest Mickey I've ever seen in my life, but it's one of my favorites every time he comes out.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely go check out our podcast. It is live as of right now. I just opened up the website, so definitely go check it out. You can also, at the very bottom of the homepage, all the way down at the bottom, you can subscribe. So as updates come to our website, you'll get emails that let you know, hey, we've dropped a new blog, we've dropped a new video, we've updated some merch, or we've updated a new podcast episode. Definitely sign up. As it says, we respect your privacy, so we're not going to spam you with cat memes or anything like that. But definitely check out the website, subscribe to stay up to date with everything going beyond the castle.
Great job. I might have to hire you to update my website.
I'm down. I do like creating websites. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's a lot of work, but I enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, you did a great job.
Thanks. Okay, cool. With that being said, let's dive into the updates coming to Disney.
Sweet. So for Disney, and I don't know. I mean, I guess people are excited about this, but they've brought back as a pilot program their luggage transfer service. So guests can drop off their luggage with a luggage assistant. And I guess it's if you're flying Southwest out of MCO. So as of right now, it's just the Value Resort. So also movies, music, sports, art of animation, and Pop Century are doing that. I feel like I'm too much of a control person, and I would be so afraid. I mean, I know they got it down. This is not anything new. This is things that they did before COVID. And I guess since you're going home, it's not the same as coming in and not having your luggage.
It depends on the person, right? Because I sent this to Jamel, because Jamel is ironically flying Southwest when we go at the end of May, and he seemed interested. What I haven't told him is that because his flight leaves, he gets picked up by Mears at 6 a.m. He has to turn his luggage in by 1 a.m. So if you have early flights, you have to do everything the night before.
Yeah, it says any flights that depart before 1, you have to drop off your luggage by 1 a.m. the night before the flight. If your flight departs 1 p.m. or later, then you have to drop it 4 hours prior to departure.
Yeah. I'm hoping they open it up because I would like to try it. Because I have an evening flight when we come back. He abandoned me all day, even though there was a flight leaving at the same time as me, but he chose to go with the morning flight. But those trust issues or something we'll talk about later. But yeah, so I'm hoping they expand it because I'd like to try it and see. It'd be super nice. But I'm telling you, I would be super paranoid. You're telling me I won't see my luggage from the time that I leave Disney until the time that I get to New Orleans?
Right. I don't check bags, so I guess I really wouldn't work for me anyway.
I take a lot.
It's crazy. We've talked about this maybe, or I've talked about it with someone. I don't, even if I'm going for a whole week, I make sure, I mean, I don't have children. So like each of us have our own, I mean, I have children. I don't have small children.
That's fair.
So everybody's responsible for their own stuff. So I have my carry-on suitcase that fits pretty much all of my clothes for the week. And because I don't bring a whole lot extra, like when I'm going to Disney or Universal, I'm very specific in what I'm wearing each day.
Yeah.
So I have all of that packed. And then I also have a backpack that is also a suitcase. So can fit a lot of stuff in there, which is also a carry-on.
See, for me, I have a suitcase for clothes.
And then
I have a suitcase
souvenirs.
for Disney necessities. And then I have a suitcase for souvenirs.
That is the one challenge that we face.
I will also say I could care less about how many bags I take because perks of being military is I get free checked bags.
Well, there you go.
If I didn't have that perk, it would be a totally different story. Because if you tell me I got to pay $60 for each checked bag,
well, mine is more. Again, I guess it's a control thing. Like I want to have all my stuff with me, so that way we get off and we go. We don't have to wait to go.
Waiting, just stand. Especially MCO, like those bigger airports, you're just gonna stand there and just wait.
Yeah. One thing about the service is it does not include on your arrival, so it's only for departure right now.
Which hopefully we bring back some form of the Magical Express where they kind of take care of your luggage and all that stuff.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of chat in the groups, speculation to see if that's coming. So
we'll see.
Be interesting to see. Yeah. So fun stuff. If you don't want to have to tote your luggage, especially, I mean, I guess too, it's good if it was extended for the day and you had time for the whole day, instead of checking your luggage at Bell Services and then having to go back to the resort.
Yeah.
You can just, but I guess right now you can't with the 4-hour window, unless, I wonder if it matters though. Like if you have the option like, hey, I'm not leaving till later this evening, but I want to get it out the way.
I'm sure you could.
I'm sure you can. Yeah. I guess the times they have listed are like minimums. So I mean, I could see that. That way you can go have a park day and then not have
Yeah.
to go back to the resort. You could just head straight to the airport. So I could see that.
We'll see. I'm gonna have Jamel try it, see if he loses his bags.
Let him take one for the team.
Bags.
Yeah. Sweet. All right. Moving on. And I didn't really put much notes because there's not really a whole lot of stuff, but I know you're going to show some things.
Facts.
Man, I'm excited about this one, and I cannot wait till we have a trip where we can stay there. We actually don't know yet where we're staying when we go, and
Sounds like you're staying at Pop Century.
I hope so. Probably not, though, because we registered kind of late. It is a cheer trip, so they give you, like, they tell us where we're going to stay, and it is one of the value resorts. So we'll see. But Pop Century has their new coffee bar. I know we talked about it once before, but now it's open.
It is. I'm so excited. It looks so good too. Like
it does.
They're just they really are taking Pop Century to a new level.
Yeah.
Like if you scroll up a little bit, like just this whole area just looks so welcoming. Like before, it looked like a true like Pops at like value resort that hadn't had any updates in years. Like it truly looked like a resort that was built in the 90s or the 2000s. But like they're just doing so much to it nowadays, and it just looks so good.
It does. And I think we might have talked about this before too. I don't drink coffee in the room.
No, I don't.
So I'll usually go, but I'm also not, I've changed a little bit since I've been trying to change some of my diet habits. I'm only doing milk and honey in my coffee. So I don't necessarily need the sugary coffee drinks, but I don't just like plain coffee. So
doesn't sound like a fun time at all.
Right. When I am on vacation, I will get a latte. So I'm excited to see what they have. Maybe we'll have to take even if we're not staying there, maybe I'll go and check it out when we go in May on some of our downtime, if we have any, see what they have.
It looks super great though. Like
it does. I'm trying to envision where it is.
It's
like, I can see is that like almost in part of where the dining area was? Because it looks like behind, you could see somebody standing in the very back.
So if you,
like where the food is.
On the other side is the food area. I don't know if you stayed at Pop before, but over to the left, back where you see the utensils back there on the left, that's where mobile pickup used to be, was back on that side.
I gotcha.
I can't remember what used to be here though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't remember. See this area right here, like this is where mobile pickup used to be over in the back.
Gotcha.
But it looks
cute.
And the ice cream truck is
totally that is so
adorable.
Cute. I know. I
wonder if they have it
and
on.
All the little. Oh wait, I think it was on the. You can. You can't really see it, but yeah, it's on there. So cute.
It looks super cute.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like the little sundae you can get over at Beaches and Cream.
Yeah,
Mickey thing. So fun stuff. So anybody that goes to Pop in the next few days or next few weeks, let us know how the coffee bar is.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, Disney's making me fall in love more with Pop. Everything that they do to it, like.
Yeah, same.
I would not be surprised because Pop is one of the few resorts that you don't have to scan into the pool. I would not be surprised if that follows soon, especially with the Skyliner being there, the new food court being there. Like I could see
coffee bar and ice cream shop. Yeah, definitely. Sweet. Yep. Yay for Pop. All right. So what's next? This one, and I know we've talked about it before with the perk with what?
No, we have. I'm just.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a pool person. I'm not.
Me either. I'm not either.
If it's at my resort, different story. But I can't see myself going to Disney and being like, let's go spend the day at the water park. Like,
I know. We don't do water parks either, just because I'm a germaphobe and I can't.
Oh, yeah.
But we have a lot of people. Like I actually quoted somebody today who has a very short trip, and she was going to add the water. I can't ever say it. Water parks and sports option to her tickets.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, well, you're only going for so many days. That's way too many days of tickets. She didn't realize that she could go for free on her day. I'm like, on her check-in day. I'm like, you can go for free and then use the other days for.
I was going to do that on our first day when we arrived. But then Jamel got the same morning flight as I did, and I was like, let's go to the parks. Let's go to Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. I know I keep saying I'm going to go check it out on my check-in day, but same thing, we never
Yeah,
do.
it's not worth it to me.
Yeah, but anyway, I started rambling and we didn't even announce it. Starting May
My bad.
21st, both water parks will be open now, and at least through the summer. For now, it's May 21st through September 7th. And I imagine it's got to be with the free perk and then all the folks
Mhm.
going over the summer
Oh
that
yeah.
they have to have it open.
Well, and even
Um,
lately, like they've been reaching capacity at the water parks. Like, so it's only going to get worse as we run into summer months. People taking advantage of the free water park on your check-in day. Like, capacity is just going to get reached at those water parks. So it only makes
yeah.
sense to open them both up.
Right. Hopefully, because it says Blizzard Beach is going to be temporarily closed from May 1st to the 20th for some,
Yeah,
I guess, refurb. So hopefully it
refurbishment.
can open back up. But yeah. So for the folks who like to enjoy the water parks, then you have your
Good for
option.
you.
Yeah,
Good for
go for
you.
it. I like your shirt. Is that new?
It is. I bought 4 of them. Not the
Did you?
same style, but I bought 4 new shirts for my trips.
Have fun. I know.
So,
Me and Olivia and I are kind of thinking out our outfits because we'll be there. We have 2 days that are just park days, and then we have 2 days that are cheer days.
mhm.
But hopefully one of those days we'll get to go. So we're gonna Disney bound together. We're gonna pick
There you
outfits.
go. See, I just wear
Yeah.
Disney Hawaiian shirts. That's the stage of life I'm in.
Well, no one else in the family will dress up anymore. So
I'll buy
Olivia's like, "Are we
Josh
gonna
some
dress
Hawaiian
alike?" I'm like,
shirts.
"He will not. He wears fishing shirts."
I know he does.
So he's got to, with the red hair, you got
Yep.
to, in the light skin, he's got to protect the skin, especially
Yep.
when it's hot. So we'll see. I have to share our outfits. I don't know why I can't talk today.
Been a
At least you
long
don't make
Sunday.
fun of me like my family does. All right. So speaking of the water parks, H2O Glow dates have been announced for Typhoon Lagoon, which will be May 23rd through September 13th. This one
Again,
it says that
another thing I just can't see myself doing. I mean,
I know it's got to be popular though. There's so many. I mean, like
I mean, well, I don't know. Keep keep talking about it, and
okay.
I'll
So
yeah.
now I used to love water parks when I was younger. I love going on. I still do. I like water slides. I really
Yeah.
do. I'm just a germaphobe, I think. I know they're very clean. It's just, and plus though, if we're going there, I don't want to go to a water park. I
Yeah.
want to go to the parks.
Yeah.
But again, my kids aren't fans. So, but this one, it turns Typhoon Lagoon into a dance party. So, and then you get free snacks with your ticket. The
See, like
kids,
that's the thing. Like I could see it being worth it.
yeah, it's not super expensive. It's $42.50 for kids, and I mean $85
I'm
for
not paying
adults.
$85 to get
Yeah.
nighttime in a water park. Sorry.
You don't want to go and have a party with Party Saurus Rex
No, because what would happen is I would just spend $85 on unlimited Mickey bars and soda, and then I would go
and
into
get
a
sick.
diabetic coma like I did at the Christmas party.
Christmas party.
I wouldn't
Fun
touch the
stuff.
water. I would just eat an excessive amount of
Eating the
Mickey
snacks.
bars.
Yeah. It looks like some other Toy Story friends will be there too. But this complimentary snacks, it says Mickey bars, popcorn, and select beverages. So,
I could see
yeah.
that being worth it, especially if you have kids that are like, older kids, younger teens. Like I could totally see it being
Yeah.
worth something. I would not take my 4-year-olds to it, but like
Right.
8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And I imagine, I didn't look at the times, but I imagine it's after hours, right? It's an evening event.
It is. Yeah.
So, I mean, it would be cool, like if you did an Animal Kingdom day and the park closes early and then head over for an event like this. And that way it's not as hot during the
On a
day.
side note, an episode idea that just popped in my head because I got really salty that Animal Kingdom doesn't have a nighttime show anymore. We should do an episode on things that Disney got rid of that they should bring back.
Ain't there no more, as they say in New Orleans.
Yeah. Yeah, we
I don't know
should
if
do
you
an
know
episode
that,
on that.
but
Well,
yeah.
I'm from Kentucky. I know how to pronounce
They
KFC.
they have a band, it's called Benny Grunch and the Bunch, I think. And they do a song called Ain't There No More. And it's all of the things throughout New Orleans that kind of go away. So you have to look it up. It's like a gimmicky song. They also do 12 Days of Christmas, though, in a funny kind of way. All right. So moving on. What do we have next? This summer 2025 at Disney World. So they have a lot of summer things.
Yeah.
May May 27th through September 1st. There's some kid zones with interactive activities. Magic Kingdom and Epcot, it looks like.
Yeah.
They have some. I think the really cool thing is, which, man, last time when we were there for Cheer, we went to eat. So we were staying at Saratoga Springs. We went to breakfast with another family that happened to be there. Josh and I left, walked back to our room. And then when we met up at the competition, they're like, oh, yeah, as soon as you left, Chip and Dale were there. And I'm like, seriously? We missed out on it. But so there's going to be a lot more characters out and about at the resorts over
Even
the
at the
summer.
even at the I don't know if I think we mentioned this one briefly. Like the characters that are going to be wandering during early magic hours or whatever it's called now, early entry. Uh,
Yeah.
that's
Early.
I'd like to think that I'm excited to see that, but I'll probably be in line waiting for a ride. So
I know. Not me, but I won't be there early enough probably if it's on.
Thank you for tuning in to Going Beyond the Castle. If you're ready to turn your vacation dreams into reality, we'd love to help you plan your next adventure. Contact us at beacons.ai/Going Beyond the Castle podcast. Let us take the stress out of planning so you can focus on the fun.
I'm hearing rumors like 6:45.
Oh, sweet.
I don't plan to sleep at all when I'm at Disney, so it's fine.
Yeah, it says characters will be out in the park earlier than normal for Disney Resort hotel guests.
Yeah.
Yes, during early park hours.
I like
Sweet.
extra magic hours. Those sort of sounded better.
Yeah, that sounds good. They have two. It says so Art of so it looks like, well, no, not all of the value, but Art of Animation, Pop Century, Caribbean Beach, and Wilderness Lodge will have some Disney themed activities. So another plug for Pop there.
Yes.
Didn't really say. Well, I think it didn't really say too much on what the activities were. The kid zones, they have Storybook Circus, and in Tomorrowland with your favorite Stitch. There's an ultimate game party and play space, featuring Goofy as he takes over the Communicore Hall at Epcot. So lots of fun stuff over the summer.
They're really pulling people for the summer. I think, I don't know, it just seems like every year, which, I mean, I had this conversation with somebody the other day, not trying to get into the politics of it, but just the things that these locations have tried to bring back and try to increase attendance since COVID. And, attendance is just going up every year. Even with everything that's going on in the political side of the house, the financials, I think I'm intrigued to see how crowds are this summer.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say I'll let you know, but no, I'm going to be there. I mean, I'm going in May, so not the summer.
June to Epic.
I'm going to June and Epic. Cannot wait. I'm excited for that. Yep. So I think I kind of combined the next two bullets, to staying at the resorts and the summer stuff, but lots of summer stuff. It's not too late to go. They do have some promotions out as well. So,
yeah, they do. Free dining.
Free dining.
Up to 30% off hotels.
Park tickets.
3-day, 3 park tickets, 50% off kids ticket. Like, there's a lot of good promotions out right now.
Yep. It's funny. I'm watching myself on my phone, and I got my notes over here. So I'm like,
there you go.
I need to bring them over. Anyway, people who are listening won't see that. Then your favorite that I added at the very end, because it just got announced, they opened up the pool over at All Star Movies.
Such a great pool. Like, the Fantasmic pool. Such a great pool.
Yeah.
All Star Movies is the top All Star resort all day. Like, top 3. Number 1 out of 3.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I haven't stayed at that one. I've stayed at music before, but I haven't stayed at movies. But it is like when I'm quoting, that's the first All Star that I pick.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can switch to All Star Movies. I'm staying at All Star Sports.
Yeah, I stayed at music, but that was also a cheer competition where they put us there.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see which one I get this time. I'll know the email is supposed to go out on the 14th. So I'll find out on 14th where we're staying.
Crossing our fingers for Pop.
But I think it's going to take a lot. It's funny because they only do one moderate for that, and like the moderate always, but it's Coronado. So I'm like, I'd rather stay at one of the All-Stars.
All-Star, yeah.
I like Coronado if I'm in the tower and depending on the trip, but not this kind of trip, I don't think. All right, so we can move on over to the parks. Lots of stuff happening over at the parks. And we've talked about it a little bit before on the Starlight Nighttime Parade, but they're starting to give a little bit more information
On the
on that,
floats. Yeah.
on the floats. Yeah. Says this is the first nighttime parade in 10 years. So
Yeah.
that's super cool.
I'm super excited. I'm sad I'm going to miss it, but the Moana float looks fire all day.
Yes.
Like,
I
to
know.
see this at night, just the Encanto float too looks like it's going to be crazy.
Yeah. I know they just say it's summer, so it doesn't have a date. So I would imagine it's probably going to be June,
Probably.
but I don't
Like,
know.
it's just
Too
going to
bad.
be, it's going to be a great parade. Moana, Peter Pan, Encanto, Frozen, Pinocchio. Oh,
Yeah. It is cool, especially like when you have a long day because we've said before that like my family, we don't really do the parades, but whenever I go to the Halloween party, I always watch the parade.
Mhm.
And I have tons of videos. I don't know why I'm so far behind on sharing stuff. Maybe I'll share it when we get to halfway to Halloween. But it is, when you have a long day in the park and you're almost kind of worn out, it's really good to just find a spot that you could just chill for a little while and watch the parade because the kids love it. And even as an adult, it's fun. And I'm lost again. Here I am.
Welcome
Here
back.
I am. Thanks. Hopefully this is not how it's going to go the rest of the night, but we'll see.
Yeah, we're halfway through.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
I can see this being a parade that I see one time, and then I skip it every time and go hit the rides. Just like you skip happily ever. I couldn't skip happily ever after. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
That show just does something to me every time. But this, I could see me being like, one and done. I'm good. I'm gonna go ride some rides now.
Yeah. Yeah. I would watch it. It's just the fam's like, oh, let's go ride rides. If
Yeah.
we're even there.
Yeah,
A lot of
I'm
times.
always there. I hope they close.
I know. You know what though? I say a lot of times like I'm gonna go open and close. And then I just get so tired. I'm so worn out. We don't take breaks. We just go at it.
You gotta put more monsters back.
Yeah. More caffeine, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't done a month, so I would probably die of a heart attack.
Probably. You'll be fine. There's defibrillators
They'll be
there.
carrying me around like Weekend at Bernie's. Anyway, so what else came out? Shows over at Hollywood Studios. The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure, along with the Disney villains Unfairly Ever After.
Which, super salty that these premiere like 2 days after I leave.
Man, that stinks.
Like,
yeah,
4 days.
It's gonna.
We leave on the 23rd.
Yeah, everything's gonna be way after I leave, but hopefully I can catch some of it in December. December is going to be a business trip, so it's just going to depend on how much downtime we have. But I have more chances of seeing nighttime parades and shows on that type of trip than a family trip.
Little Mermaid is probably one I would see once and be like, I'm good. Yeah. The villains one, sign me up for that. Like,
yeah, it looks cool.
It does look super cool. Did you see the video of them putting the mirror in place the other day?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it looks super cool.
Yeah, I haven't even done like oh gosh, what's the other shows over at Epcot? I can't even think what it is now. Is it
Lightning McQueen
like
Racing?
Frozen? We did do Lightning McQueen.
Frozen is a top tier.
I need to go check it out.
Frozen is a top tier show. I'm super excited to take Jamel to see Frozen.
So wait, isn't that one a little different though? It's not that it's not kid based, but isn't it more
the two people from Arendelle who tell the story of Frozen do a really good job of making it entertaining for adults too, because they know that all of us parents have sit there and watched Frozen every single day of every single weekend on repeat. So they do a really good job of keeping it funny and telling jokes, and they make it fun for the parents. That's why I love it. I don't pay attention to the rest of it.
Sweet. Yeah. All right.
Ooh, this one I'm excited about.
Yes. Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin is getting a refurb.
Yes.
So
it looks good. Like, it's getting a nice update. Like,
yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's like the vehicles, the blasters are going to be different because now it's just the one that's on the. Wait, you don't hold the handheld blaster now, do you? I'm confused.
Not now. No, it's stationary.
Oh, it's on the
Yeah.
So I can tell this is the one I fight with Braden because he spins us. It's so I guess does still look like it's going to spin, but the targets it does
the
look
thing
really
is,
cool.
it doesn't look like anybody's spinning their own cars anymore.
Maybe they're going to turn it to certain, yeah.
These enhanced blasters will now include an always-on laser and come in 2 different colors per Star Cruiser, in addition to new lighting, sound, and vibration effects, so players know where they're aiming throughout the mission.
Oh,
I'm
that's
about to
good.
destroy Rachel. Like, it's over.
Yes. Yeah.
But it
Cool.
doesn't.
As long as what?
Star Cruisers will also receive a facelift with a new design inspired by the colors Buzz Lightyear and Star Command. Each enhanced vehicle will now also come equipped with video monitors that provide real-time scoring updates and other exciting features.
Huh.
It doesn't look like they're turning like the current ones
Yeah.
do.
That's good. Fun. So we'll
It
have to
looks
ride
good.
it when we go in May,
Yeah.
and then we'll have to go back. See, we're gonna have to go back next year. I'm gonna have to tell Josh we're just gonna have to go back because there's all these new things that I'm not getting to do this year. So I mean, come
We
on.
still need to talk about our 2026 D23 Disneyland trip, but that's in the future.
Oh, yeah, I'm down. I am definitely. We can. Hey, it's for the podcast. This one I thought maybe you would be excited about because didn't you say you've always wanted to go diving over at Epcot?
The problem is that in order to do this, you have to be open water certified. You can't just show up and go scuba diving in the seas with Nemo and friends. Like you actually have to be open water certified.
I gotcha.
So,
Oh well.
but I need to finish my certification. So maybe
Yeah,
this is
good reason
motivation
to.
for me.
Yeah, good reason to do it. Yep. But if you are scheduled after May 1st to go and dive over in Epcot, not something that I want to do. What's happening?
Wait.
I need to stop talking and roll through it.
Yeah, you do.
All right. Disneyland.
Dis-
What we got? What we got?
So, pull this one up too. Lots of good things coming to Disneyland. They've got a new show, Disney Junior Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Live. My children would murder somebody over this. Super excited to have the cast of a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse come to the theaters. Looks like it's supposed to debut on May 16th. Disney's California Adventure. So it's supposed to be based off of the actual show, Mickey's Mouse Clubhouse. Yes, there's a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus that's coming out later this summer, so it's going to be kind of styled based off of that. So that should be good for those who have kids. This one I'm excited about.
To meet Rex.
Although I won't be there, but to meet Rex would be so cool. So it looks like they're going to be bringing Rex from Toy Story over to Pixar Pier and California Adventure.
Oh man, it starts June 1st, huh?
Yeah.
You're going in May. Dang.
Yeah, so close. And Disney timed this right when they invited us out. They said, "Hey, everything starts in June. Let's invite them out in May."
Exactly. So they miss it all and have to come back.
Right. But yeah, you can go do a photo op with Rex over at Pixar Pier starting in June. Pixar Pals Playtime is returning to Fantasyland on May 23rd. Guests can dance and play as they enjoy interactive games, activities, and photo locations inspired by fan favorite Pixar films. Looks like we've got The Incredibles, Toy Story. What's the one with the emotions that's super popular? I can't think of the name of it. Inside Out. Yep, Inside Out. So lots of characters there. And then the last one that they recently announced was Stitch's Interplanetary Beach Party Blast. Families can dive into the interactive Stitch's Interactive Beach Party Blast for a tidal wave of galactic good fun, where Stitch throws an space adventure filled with his favorite tunes, dance moves, and surprises starting May 23rd. I would go to this, and I would look like the biggest 12-year-old dancing with Stitch all day.
When is y'all trip?
All day.
Before that, too?
Yeah, it's before that.
After?
I'm telling you, Disneyland said, "Hey, let's invite them right before everything cool happens."
Oh, man, that stinks.
Also coming up is Disneyland Star Wars Night. So that one's kicking off next week. It is a special ticketed event. where the park is going to be shutting down for a special ticket event over at Disneyland. So anything and everything Star Wars is going to be taking place. A couple of people from my group bought tickets. So they're supposed to have all sorts of Star Wars special merchandise that is only going to be available during the party. So definitely, if you are a Star Wars fan and heading to Disneyland over the next couple weeks, definitely check that out. And then also taking place at Disneyland, which I think it's taking place now, is the Shadows and Memory of Skywalker Saga. It's a new projection show that they do over in Star Wars Edge by the Millennium Falcon. So it's supposed to be a really great show that tells the story of Luke Skywalker. So I'm looking forward to seeing that when we go in 28 days.
Fun.
Yeah, Disneyland's got a lot of good stuff coming. Like they're going all out for their. They also just announced. I think they announced a new snack platter for the dessert party at what's their show over at
The World of Color.
Yes, they announced a new snack dessert tray, I think, for that. So
Fun.
the foodie in me thinks that's important.
Yes, I can't wait to go get snacks at Disney.
Always. So yeah, that's Disney. Moved through Disneyland pretty quick, but Epic Universe is where it's at right now. Like
I know, and I feel like there's so much stuff that we could have talked about, but it was like as the week was going along, it was just like so many things. And then too, we'll have not until June, I think we'll have another episode coming up, but
I really do appreciate one, the Epic Universe has finally taken the reins off of all the friends and family and social media managers and travel agents that are visiting Epic Universe, and they're allowing us to see inside some of the stuff that's going on in Epic Universe. Big fan of the stuff that I'm seeing at Harry Potter, like just like the photos and the videos going through the Flu Network, stepping into the Ministry of Magic. Like it is just like a top tier craftsmanship that's going on over there.
yeah, I saw one.
Over the Monsters one just looks great. The How to Train Your Dragon area looks fabulous. Like it all just looks super great. And I really appreciate that we've been getting bits and pieces of it, but they haven't really been showing, at least I haven't seen any actual ride stuff. I've only seen like queues and stuff. So really excited to see what the rides look like once we start seeing some more of that stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard not to see too much. I mean, I'm kind of torn because, and I know I've said it a million times, like I really don't research rides because I want to experience them without knowing. But I'm so curious about all of the epic stuff that I really want to look. So, I mean, they have some stuff out there. It was funny because I saw in one of the Facebook groups today, somebody posted a picture of the Harry Potter ride. And it does look, the seating does kind of remind you of the Tower of Terror thing.
Yeah.
And one person commented, like, y'all can't leave anything for surprise, can you? And I'm like, people are excited about it. Like, you have to know if you go on social media,
you're going to see it.
You're going to get spoilers. So,
but the thing is, like, and I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to be a drop ride.
Yeah, like, no, I don't think so. I really
don't. Like, I got to show this. Like, just looking inside of this place just looks like it's massive. Like, and even when you walk further back, it looks bigger. Like, the Harry Potter nerd in me is coming out big time, and it's just, I'm super excited. I may have to figure out how to talk Rachel to let me take a weekend trip with her, and maybe we'll leave the girls at LaShawn's or your house, and we'll just be like, here you go, and we'll go.
Yeah,
after these 2 trips, I'm never allowed to go without her again. Like, she's so salty.
I don't blame her.
I don't either.
Especially because she loves it too. Like, my family doesn't really care. I mean, Olivia might be a little salty, but not really. Like, they don't really care because they don't love it as much. So when I go without them, I'm like, look, I have to do the research. So we're either going to all go or I'm going to go. But yeah, no, you definitely should take an adult trip.
Now that we know we can leave them, at least with LaShawn's overnight, you're frozen again. Now that we know we can leave them overnight with LaShawn, like, it was weird, like, leaving my 3-year-olds at somebody's house. So weird. But I could do it again if it meant going to Epic Universe without them.
Well, I mean, it's good for them and good for you.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk Darkmoor and Toothless before, and then come back and hit the
perfect
Express Pass, and we can wrap up with all the announcements for VIPs and stuff?
Yes, which I think we might have I might have mentioned it last week as an announcement that you can start booking it now.
Yeah.
But they have a little bit more. I don't know if you have any pictures of that or not, but they have more. Yeah.
Like, it looks super cool, like, to have the professional makeup artists, like, turn, like, and it's just, like,
Yeah, like that
although
guy could be in a movie.
I don't know if it was us or if I saw it in one of the Universal travel agent groups that they were like, just a heads up, once you go through this, you're not allowed to purchase alcohol.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were like, once you go through the Darkmoor experience and get all makeup on, they're going to stop selling you alcohol in the park.
Because I guess they don't want him to go and act the part.
Yeah, I don't know, but they were like, you can't drink. So they were like, drink before you get turned into a monster. But it just looks like,
Yeah, and that looks so cool.
I would probably pay for this. I would.
Yeah.
I think it's like $200 something.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know
Like,
that it's something that I would do.
I would. I mean, I spent $200 on a lightsaber. I'll pay $200 for somebody to paint my face.
I mean, I paid probably like $60 for Olivia to get a little face paint
See?
over Brian.
$140 more.
Right. And then I mean, they did a good job on her, but it was a butterfly over by the Seuss Landing. So
Your internet's getting worse and worse.
my internet,
Welcome back. It's time to
thanks.
wrap up our podcast.
But you know what's funny is I can hear you the whole time. I just can't talk or.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. Let's roll through it so we can get out of here. This is the one, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'll be the kid. I mean, I do the other characters over at Universal. Like I went and had a picture with Shrek and stuff like that. So can't tell if I'm frozen.
You were.
Okay, Toothless over in Isle of Burke.
Yeah. Like this, like, just looks so epic. Like, sign me up for this.
Yes, I'm
Like-
definitely doing that.
Like, that part right there, I would just turn into a little child.
Oh, it's so cool.
Like, sign me up.
I'm gonna have to watch the movies again.
Yeah.
Before I go. And I know we talked a little bit, but that's my plan is but I want to be able to like focus on it, not watch it while I'm doing other stuff. So, which it's crazy because I restarted the first one and even the beginning, I'm like, I don't ever remember this. And I watched the first one like 3 times, but it's just because I wasn't fully paying attention. So I'm going to get to at least movie 5 is what I heard I need to watch up to before I go for the new ride. But then I'm going to watch, I think I'm going to watch the How to Train Your Dragon movies too, just to see. Not that you have to, but just to get in the spirit of things.
Yeah, for sure. And then I know we mentioned it, I think previously, Epic Universe Express Pass is available for purchase. They have mentioned some of the rides that it is available for. Mm-hmm. Something to note is that if you are staying at one of the top 3 resorts, it is not included for Epic Universe. You must purchase it separately. And it's not going to include those top rides at Epic Universe. So at least initially, later down the road, it may very well include the top, rides in each of the parks. But at least for right now, we're looking at the Constellation Carousel, Curse of the Werewolf, Fire Drill, Hiccup's Wing Gliders, Les Cirque Arcanus, Mario Kart, Bowser's Challenge, Monsters Unleashed, Stardust Racers, Untrainable Dragon, and Yoshi's Adventure. So again, we're not seeing every single ride at Epic Universe being included in the Express Pass, but it is absolutely, it is definitely going to be a time saver, especially because right now, unless you're one of those people that is buying, 3 one-day tickets, like you're not going to have a lot of time. Most people are getting 1 day at Epic Universe right now.
Yeah.
So it is definitely worth it to get that Express Pass. If you can spend the money, definitely recommend getting the Express Pass at least, early in the first couple months head into Epic Universe. It'll save you a lot of time.
Yeah, because I imagine it's going to be crazy when we go because we're going like 2 weeks after it opens.
And then you do have the 3-park multi-day Express Pass, which Universal just released. So instead of buying the Express Pass for Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios, and then one separate
you could do the 3
for Epic Universe, you can do the 3-park. They did release that option, so you can get one for all 3, Express Pass for all 3 parks in one option. So, we're starting to see a lot more stuff open. When it comes to Epic Universe, we are roughly 40-something days out, maybe 50 days still. So, as we get closer and closer, we're just going to get more announcements as to, one of the big things we're still waiting on is what food's going to look like at Epic Universe. So we'll start getting to see some of that soon.
Yeah.
and just, as it opens and, universe. I mean, it's the first time a park's open in Orlando since the Animal Kingdom. So, um, there's a lot to figure out when it comes to opening a new park, especially how long it's been since they last opened a new park in Orlando. So definitely some exciting things to come as we dive into the opening of Epic Universe and just see, what it looks like. So definitely more to follow on Epic Universe. But that about wraps it up for today's episode. Covered a lot of good things. Took the whole hour. Lori only froze a dozen times. It's fine.
Which is great because feel like my internet's getting worse and worse. So
So yeah, definitely for those that are watching, tuning in later, please head over and check us out on our social media pages. Definitely join our Going Beyond the Castle podcast group. So you can stay up to date on things there, and definitely, like, follow, subscribe to our content. That way, you can see more of our stuff and you can have a good time with us. We do have a couple good episodes coming up. Lori, what do we have next week?
The Ultimate Ride Showdown, Disney versus Universal Rides.
With
So that one's going to be fun.
Olivia Talamo.
Yes, that'll be fun. And I don't have the sheet open to know what's next. Let me see if I can find it.
I do. After that, we have Lori's favorite episode.
Oh yes, how could I forget?
Animal Kingdom, as we go into Earth Day and the anniversary of Animal Kingdom's opening. Yes. So super excited to talk that. And then possibly the episode that I'm most looking forward to is Halfway to Halloween.
Yes, that'd be fun.
I've told a couple of my clients this, but if you are looking to go to Disney in the fall, definitely tune into this episode. We're going to talk all things Halfway to Halloween. We're going to talk Halloween at the parks, and especially during that time, we should start seeing some announcements for all of the great things that are going to be happening at Disney and Universal during Halloween season. So definitely tune into that episode if you are going to the parks in the fall.
Fun.
After that, we don't really know what's going to happen yet. I think we're taking a break with all of the travels that Lori and I have coming up in May. There's just a lot to wrangle with planning podcast episodes and editing and all that type of stuff. So we are looking at taking a break in May, but once we know that, we'll let you guys know, and we're going to pick right back up in June, quick and fast, with 4 trip recaps, because Lori and I do have a lot of trips coming up. So super excited to talk all the things that's going on in the parks.
It's fun stuff.
We appreciate you guys for joining us each and every week, tuning in and going beyond the castle each week. It's a pleasure to get to do what we do with you guys every single week. If you are looking for more information on all things Going Beyond the Castle, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, head over and check out our new website, www.goingbeyondthecastle.com. All things Going Beyond the Castle, from episodes to videos to merch to blogs, everything that you're going to need for Going Beyond the Castle is right there. If you're looking to follow us on our social media channels, head on over to our Beacons page at beacons.ai/Going Beyond the Castle. You can follow us on all of our social media channels there, as well as find our audio-only version of our podcast each week. And then lastly, if you're looking to reach out to us here at Going Beyond the Castle, we would love to hear from you, whether it's whether you have a podcast episode idea, whether you just want to share something that you loved about this week's episode, or even if you want to reach out about a quote, definitely give us a shout. Our email is info@goingbeyondthecastle.com. So with that being said, we appreciate you guys as always. We love you guys, and we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
I'm back. Bye.
Thank you for joining us on this magical journey. We hope today's episode brought a little extra spark to your day and inspired your next adventure. Whether it's a thrilling escape to Universal, a dream cruise getaway, or unforgettable memories at Disney. Have questions? A topic you'd like us to cover? Your own magical story to share, or looking for travel assistance? We'd love to hear from you. Drop us a line at info@goingbeyondthecastle.com. Be sure to check out all our social media links and podcast platforms at beacons.ai/Going Beyond the Castle podcast. And don't miss the fun in our Facebook group, Going Beyond the Castle Podcast Lounge, where we share tips, updates, and behind-the-scenes moments. Until next time, see you real soon.